Hello, it's your boy MrCV. I'm back with another special video, and I'm back on CV Talk, which is just a way for me to obviously express myself, but also give you some little tips on how to on how you can do better in your life, or how to improve yourself. But also there's also some things I've also written down as well that might be of good use for yourself as well, and also is a way for me just to express myself as well. So I'm gonna go straight into the video. This one should be a nice and short one. I don't think it's gonna take too long, so keep watching and have a listen. So it says how to reinvent yourself. So it's important to reinvent yourself. We are a work in progress. We're like a construction site. We are building different layers of ourselves. Even though you feel you are good at certain parts, there's also some parts that you're not good at, and there's also some parts where you need work on, you need to improve, and you need to be reflective, and you need to sit down with yourself and think, okay, what parts am I good at, what parts am I not good at? And you need to relearn, unlearn, and learn, relearn, and unlearn. So learn things that you're not good at, relearn things that you might be good at, or you might have been good at before but you've forgotten, and unlearn certain things, certain habits that are holding you back, that is stopping you from moving forward. So when I'm doing this, how to reinvent yourself, I'm talking about externally and internally, so within yourself and outside yourself as well. So I'm going to start with externally. So how to reinvent yourself externally. Number one is take good care of your body, hair, nails, and skin. Very important. It's important that you do things such as exercise. Try and exercise 3-4 times a week if you can. Also about an hour a day. If you can't do an hour, do 20 minutes. You can break it down 20 minutes per time. So maybe 20 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 20 minutes there. Completed the hour. Obviously, gym is not for everybody. When they say exercise yourself, take good care of your body via physical activity, it doesn't just mean going to the gym. You can do things such as swimming, playing football. Just put yourself in good shape as well. Obviously, watch how you eat. Take care of your hair as well. Body shape, very important as well. Obviously, have a good physique, and obviously through exercising will give you that. Your hair as well, very important. Obviously, someone like myself that my hair is gone, it's important for me to cut it every 2-3 days to keep it fresh, to keep it looking sharp. Your nails, very important as well. Obviously, when it's getting too long, obviously some people like to keep their nails, but personally I just like to cut them as well. And then your skin, very important. Dehydrate yourself, shower. I remember there was a time where I put my flat for Airbnb, and one person wanted to come and stay with me, and then when I called him, I said, okay, tell me about yourself, because you don't know what you're gonna get. Tell me about yourself. And he told me that, oh, he only showers once a week. I was like, whoa. I was like, yo, thank you so much. I know the economy is tight, but for now, thank you so much. And there's also things that people can get you into if you look online, which is skin products, skincare products. Get involved in that and rehydrate your skin. And if you're drinking lots of water as well, these things will help you. Another one, choose clothes in natural colors. Another important part. When it comes to clothing, I can't say that's my best attribute. That's something, parts I need to also work on, because obviously I need to also understand my body. I need to understand different colors, how things work, but I'm still working on it. And like I said, these are things that you can also improve on. These are things that you can check. If you're unsure how to improve your clothing style or what style might suit you, you might pick someone that you know. I know some people on Instagram that have similar body type to myself, and the way they dress, if I like how they dress, I might copy their style. Sometimes life is not as hard as people think. Sometimes you just need to just follow. You don't need to really reinvent the wheel. You might just need to just follow what people are doing already and just copy them and follow their line, and it just makes life easier. Also, you can go on some things like Pinterest, or you can just type in on Google like, oh, how to dress better, and these are just things that will also improve yourself. Another one, always smell good. Also important as well. Obviously smelling good, that comes from things such as you showering, you using deodorant as well, you obviously if you're using perfumes as well to smell better. These are also areas as well that I need to improve, that I've written down, that I'm also going to improve on. And these are just ways to reinvent yourself externally, to make yourself better, to present yourself in a better setting as well. The next one, he says, listen first, then speak. Very important. We have 2 ears for a reason and 1 mouth for a reason, which means we need to do more listening. A lot of people do more talking than listening, which is a problem because you've not even heard what the other person says. But it's not also just about listening, it's about listening to understand, which I think is a part that people normally don't do. People listen, but they don't listen to understand. They listen to respond, to say, oh, no. You need to listen to understand. Listen to understand the person, listen to understand the other person's point of view, so that you know how to be empathetic in their point of view, and also you know how to respond properly. So it's very important. Like I said, we have 2 ears for a reason and 1 mouth. That's because we need to do more listening than responding and talking. The next one, remain calm and composed. Very, very important. Some people feel like, oh, how do they get this guy so angry but still remains calm? Because it's always important to remain calm. When you remain calm and composed, you make better decisions. And it's it's proven. I can't tell you the statistics on it, but definitely it's proven. Normally, if you know you're a person that creates lots of that gets angry very quickly, then it's important that you go and work on that, go and seek therapy, go and find ways you can develop that. Because what happens is, when you're always angry all the time, it doesn't allow you to make good decisions. It doesn't allow you to think properly. It doesn't allow you to think straight. But when you excuse yourself from that situation, it allows you to think properly, to think better, to do things better as well, and to find a better way of dealing with the situation. So always remain calm and composed, and don't always think you have to overreact to certain things. I'll give you a little scenario, a little story that happened. This happened personally. I saw this one-on-one. So what happened was, this was a long time ago. This was we're talking about 2, 3, 4 years ago. So we had a group where we used to make things such as skits. So these skits is like short videos. They can be funny videos. They can pass messages. They can do things. So what happened was, when we were in a group, everybody brought their skills to the table. Someone like myself, I had my flat. So it used to be my flat. They used to shoot the videos. Another person was very good at creating the skits themselves. Another person, they were quite big on social media in terms of the influence they had. So obviously, if you post the videos on their page, on their social media page, obviously the videos will get more views. Anyways, everybody had their own parts they brought into the group. What happened was, whilst we were in the group at that time, we were doing really well actually. There was about 12 of us in that group. So it was now time for food. Everybody wanted to eat after we shot the video. So I made a suggestion that, okay, as there's 12 of us, let everybody bring £5 each, contribute towards the food, and then obviously it reduces the burden on just one person. But one person said no, he wants to buy the whole food. I spoke to him quietly, like, why don't everybody contribute to the food? Because obviously it makes life easier for everybody, and it makes life easier for you. But he still said no, he wants to buy the food. Anyways, it came to it, then he made a statement like, oh, is it because it's my flat, that's why I'm feeling proud and pompous? And I was just like, it's not even like that. Like, just calm down. Like, it's not even like that. I'm just trying to think of how to make life easy. Another person that was sitting next to me was also trying to explain to him, like, look, it's nothing to do with me having a flat. It's just thinking of ways we can ease the burden on you, because that's how I feel. When I ask people to contribute to something, I'm thinking about how can I ease the burden on everybody. But obviously, clearly he's not seeing it like that. All of a sudden, before you know it, it escalated, where it nearly turned into physical fight, physical anger. Before you know it, as a result of that, the group separated. And since then, everybody's on their own. And we were doing really well, making videos. We became like P Square. If you listen to Nigerian music, you know P Square very well. We became separated. And since then, the group never recovered. So sometimes when you're not calm, when you're not composed, when you don't listen to understand, obviously things like this happen, which is very sad, which is very unfortunate. It became to a point where everybody decided to, obviously people pick sides basically. Some people went with other people, some people went with others. And as a result of that, the group never recovered. So it's important that you always stay calm and composed. And also, it's not every situation you have to respond to. Listen to understand. And that's it on the external part. I'm going to talk about the internal part and things you can do. We've spoken about the external aspects, so such as taking good care of your body, choosing clothes in natural colors, always smelling good. I missed one in terms of externally. One that I missed is choose comfort over style. So sometimes some of you, because of style, you know it's very cold outside, but because you want to fit in, you go and wear things that are not protecting your body from cold or that are not comfortable for you. So always choose comfort over style, because sometimes it's just important. So that's the last part. Now I'm going to move on to think how to reinvent yourself internally. So I've already spoke about the external part. Now it's about the internal part. So number one is read self-improvement books daily. Very important. There are self-improvement books that you can read daily. One thing I've started to do, instead of me listening to music or listening to things that are not important to me, what I do is whenever I jog to the gym or whenever I'm in the gym, I listen to audio books, and that's even important for me to start my day. These are things that you could do. You could learn something new. You can improve yourself. So you can read self-improvement books daily, but also as well, I've tried to push myself to read at least 10 minutes a day throughout the day as well. So 10 minutes a day, I'm sure I can find 10 minutes within my time. Just sit there, read, and just to improve yourself. Obviously, it's not every time you are going to be learning something, because sometimes your brain needs a break, but you can spend 10 minutes out of your day to learn something new, to read. Stop overthinking and over-analyzing. Another important part. Sometimes it's important to live in the moment. Sometimes our mind thinks, because obviously we look at the future, we look at this, we look at that, but it's important to stop overthinking and over-analyzing and just free your mind, live in the moment. One of the ways I'm also improving myself in doing that and coping with that is by doing meditation. I try and do meditation 5 minutes a day or 2-3 minutes, and just to be in that moment. Sometimes my brain wanders. I have a brain that wanders. I have a brain that is curious. So it's important that sometimes I just need to just detox and not overanalyze and not overthink things. But that's just how my brain is. But obviously with practice, with help, with support, it will stop you from overthinking and overanalyzing everything. The next one is trust the process. It's important. Trust the process. All these sacrifices, all these things that you're doing, sometimes there is a day that you're gonna look back at it and you're gonna think, yes, it was worth it. I know it's very hard sometimes to see the results, to see that, oh, what's the point? But trust the process. Trust it that you're in a process, you're in a transition, and leave everything to God. But don't just leave everything to God and say, oh, just because God will handle everything. You need to put in work. You need to put in work into these things. But just trust the process. The next one is listen to your intuition. Very important. Your intuition is very, very powerful. Intuition is your inner light inside you, your inner belief. Sometimes you go into a certain place, but in your mind, your body doesn't feel that, this is not right for me. This is not where I'm supposed to be. And sometimes it happens like that. So listen to that inner gut. Listen to that inner gut feeling. There's so many times my guts have told me that, I don't think this is right for me. And I still go and ahead with it and not listen to my inner gut. Then when it's now done, you think, why didn't I listen to my inner gut? So that's actually one thing I've been doing a lot this year, that I've put down that I'm going to do a lot this year, which is to listen to my inner intuition, because my inner intuition, my inner guidance, most of the time is actually right. If I say this is how it's going to be, and I have a feeling within me that this is how it's going to be, or don't do this, don't go through this path, a lot of the time it's quite correct. So definitely listen to that inner guidance, and I'm sure every single one of you, even you listening to me today, have that inner guidance and inner intuition. So utilize it, use it. Next one, practice gratitude. Very, very important. Very, very important. I think this is probably one of the most important part in this. Practice gratitude. It's so easy to be negative about so many things you don't have. It's so easy to be negative about, oh, you don't have this. Some people are driving Lamborghinis. You're not even have your driving license. You don't even have a car. You're not even. But it's important to be grateful. There's some people that are driving these big cars, or there's some people that are driving certain things and wish that they don't drive it because it's costing them so much money, it's costing them so much effort. Regardless of you driving those things, just the fact that you're alive itself means you should be very, very grateful. Just the fact that you're in good health means you should be very, very grateful. Just the fact that you can eat, you can do things like everybody else, you can function, is a sign that you should be very, very grateful, because there's so many people that wish they could do what you're doing right now, that wish that they could be in your position and they're not. So that itself, you should be very, very grateful. Just be grateful for what you have as well. And they say, if you're grateful, definitely you are going to receive more. And also, they also say as well, if you're also grateful, it's a sign that bigger things are also coming. Because if you can manage the small things and you're grateful for the small things and you live a contented lifestyle, definitely when you get bigger things, you know how to appreciate it and value it more. And the last one, forgive and value yourself. I'm going to say about the forgiving part. It's easy to look back at so many mistakes that you've made and think to yourself, or be harsh on yourself, be hard on yourself. But sometimes you just need to forgive yourself. You just need to say, you know what, put your hands up and say, you know what, I've made so many mistakes, but I've forgiven myself. I'm going to learn from it. I've forgiven myself. Also, learn to forgive people as well, especially people that have wronged you, people that have conspired against you, people that have hurt you in any way or shape or form. Learn to forgive them. And the reason why you should learn to forgive them is because of your own peace of mind. Even God that we serve, if you believe in God, He's forgiven. He's all forgiven. He's the Arabic word is al-Ghaffar. He's a forgiver. He's forgiving. He forgives people. So why can't you forgive others? Obviously, I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not saying it's a straightforward thing. But as you're forgiving other people for your own peace of mind, also learn to forgive yourself for your own peace of mind too, because you're going to make mistakes, you're going to do so many things wrong, but forgive yourself so that you can actually move on and you can actually start looking for better solution. And just the final part, which is to value yourself, is important. If you don't value yourself, other people will not value you. If you don't respect yourself, other people won't respect you. So value yourself, know yourself and value yourself. Know that there's some certain things you can't take. There's some certain boundaries people can't cross. And once you put that in place, once you value yourself, definitely other people will value you, and then they will see the true value in yourself. It's your boy, MrCV. Thank you for listening to another CV Talks. Until next time, keep watching.